insights on the Bay Area market and what's ahead of us. And there you go. Here you go.
Thank you. A round of applause, please, for Phoenix and everyone who put this together. You all are like about to pass out, I feel like. I need you to do something. Stand up right now, please. Stand up. We got a little game. Who's got the fastest reaction time in here? You need to be able to see me. Okay, so you have to be able to see me to do this. What's going to happen is when I cross my arms, you're going to clap. And if I don't cross my arms, you don't clap. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, you got to clap. You're all out. No, okay, that was a practice round. Stay up. We're going to see who's the last person up. You ready?
Okay.
All right. All right, sit down if you clapped or didn't clap when you weren't supposed to. We're going to see who the last person is. Ready? Sit down if you clapped. Who's left? A few of you. All right, let's go. That was pretty close. Thank you for your round of applause. You're all winners to me. Okay, hopefully that gets the blood flowing a little bit.
What do they win?
You win my love and appreciation. Is that good enough? No, actually, I will be giving away a couple tickets to my real estate investment conference that's coming up. So there's a little QR code on the last slide. This is just my Facebook thing here. But let's go to the next slide. What is new in the Bay? Phoenix asked me like kind of what's coming forward, and I think that it is tough. Who does flips in here, first of all? Flips properties, a few people. Many of you know it's probably getting tough with the competition. Everyone's trying to get these flip properties. And the great thing about the San Francisco Bay Area is the exit prices are so high per square foot that, for example, was it, Brenda, you were talking about adding some square footage to your San Francisco property, right? I talked to someone the other night who's lifting up a house to build a bunch of additional square footage beneath it. I'm working on a property in Atherton where we can build up to 10 to 20 units or 10 houses and possibly up to 10 ADUs on a single acre. And every year the state of California passes more and more laws that make development easier and easier and force the cities and counties to do what they say. So now a lot of them are ministerial approval, they're streamlined approvals. A lot of them are 60-day, 90-day automatic approvals unless there's specific health and safety issues that they've identified. So that's, I think, where the next opportunity is. And again, every year it's getting easier and easier. So I'm going to introduce just a few of the bills. I can't go through everything, but on the last thing here, I have a little QR code where you can submit to win a ticket. And also, I'll shoot you this presentation, has links to all these codes, so you can go look at them yourself also. So these are just a few of them. Housing Accountability Act is objective standards. This is ministerial approval. This is crazy, but on my Atherton deal, there's no public notice, no public comment, no city council approval, no planning commission approval. It's ministerial approval based on objective standards, which means ones that have already been written. It's not like, oh, I don't like the way you did that. I don't like the way you did that. Go fuck yourself. So that's what the state of California allows. How many of you have built an ADU or know someone who has, maybe? Okay, reduced setbacks for all that, right? That's the same thing for some of these other projects where they allow 4-foot setbacks in the rear and side now. Who's heard of SB 1123 or 684? Small lot subdivision. I don't know if Tyler's in here, he left, a few of you. So basically, if you have a multifamily zoned lot or a vacant single family lot, with a few exceptions, you can subdivide that into 10 lots and build 10 new houses. Guess how small the resulting lots can be for the SB 684 multifamily subdivision? Who wants to guess? Someone raise your hand. Yell out a square feet. What's a small square footage for a lot?
2,000.
2,000 and 1,000? 600 square feet is the minimum lot size for an SB 684 lot split. I would not personally do it that small, but this is what the state is forcing on the cities. No city would ever allow that unless the state forced them to, right? So SB 1123 again is for single family homes. It's vacant once the house is demolished. So then it's a vacant single family zone lot, but it can't have been rented in the last 5 years. So that's some of these exemptions. The newest one is SB 79. Who's heard of this? It just passed in October, was signed into law by Newsom, and it allows, actually I'm actually gonna skip through some of these because I know this has been long for you all. And if you wanna just maybe do like 5 or 10 seconds on each slide as we go through, please, Justin. So these are some of the stuff for SB 9, so this is a lot split for a single family lot. A lot of people are just finding a lot that has one on one side. You can go to the next, yeah, just keep going. Like here's one, just as an example, like this lot's for sale. Okay, well, there's just a little garage back there, scrape it, put another house in the back, little driveway to the back, split it in half, make some money. Again, this is for multifamily zone, it's SB 684. 10 lot subdivision. This is what I submitted to the Atherton Planning Department saying, hey, now that we're multifamily zoned, we're eligible for this. I potentially like to build, 9 or 10 houses on this lot. And we're talking to them about that. Also, 1123, again, that's for vacant single-family home lots, including ones that have been demolished or are abandoned and uninhabitable. And the definition of vacant also includes demolished. So basically like this, let's say you have any agents. How many agents do we have in here? Okay, let's say you have a client who has been living in their house for a long time. They want too much money for it and you can't sell it. Well, could it be eligible for this? If you had a 7,000, 10,000 square foot lot, maybe now it can be subdivided into 3 or 4 different lots and have 4 small houses on it, especially if you have a 10,000 square foot or bigger lot. So if you have any of these big ones, especially if you have any in Menlo Park, Palo Alto, Atherton, or Woodside, I would love to take a look at it, check if it's in the housing element, see what could be developed on it, and see if I can offer more than other people could offer, just as it sits today. But you can do that analysis also. Let's go to the next slide, please. This is the most recent that's been passed. It's effective July 1st of next year, 2026. But look at this, max height, 65 feet, 55 feet, 75 feet. This is within Caltrans stops. So if you're by a Caltrans stop, that's what the tier 1 is these Caltrans stops. That's the max height and the density that you can build. That's the density units per acre. So if you have a 1 acre lot, 120 units. Half acre lot, you can build 60 units on it, right? And then it goes down from there. This is the floor area ratio for those of you who aren't familiar. But again, this is gonna be coming up next year, is gonna be huge. And unfortunately, my lot is a quarter to a half mile. So there's these two distances, but because Atherton is only 7,000 people or so, not 35,000, it doesn't qualify for that super high density. But if you were near a Caltrain stop, this could be a huge benefit. There's certain exceptions like historic stuff. If it's a severe fire hazard or other natural hazards, you have to have some mitigants in there. But that's some of the opportunities. So again, I think if you're an agent, think about this when you see properties or selling something for your client, is to be able to advertise what can be done with this lot. What state laws is it eligible for? If you're an investor, again, I'm looking what can be done here, what's the most that can be built here? Because what are exit prices in Silicon Valley? How many dollars per square feet? Yell them out. What's it selling in your neighborhood? Does anyone know? Agents? 1,000 a square foot? 1,200? What'd you say? 1,200? 2,500? Nice. Where? Atherton. Yeah, I've seen some at 3,000 a square foot in Atherton. And that's again what's here. Now, how much does it cost to build? Anyone?
350.
Throw out a number. You said 350?
400.
400? 5? A lot of builders are building around $400 to $500 a square foot, right? So you have maybe $1,000 a square foot potentially by building that extra square footage. And again, Brenda's adding 250. I don't know what's the most you can add, but you can also add ADUs very easily with state law. There's an interesting one called a lockout ADU, where essentially you can build an ADU that's functionally part of the house, but is excluded from all these other requirements that state's basically streamlining ADU creation. So those are just a few different examples of how you can utilize it in your life, whether it's adding an ADU, seeing what can be built for your clients when you're advertising that property, or going to a developer or someone like myself and saying, hey, I noticed this property qualifies. Like, let's go get a deal done that's different than every other flipper is doing by adding 100 square feet or putting some paint on it or whatever it may be. So let's go to the next slide, I think is this final thing. So I'm gonna have a real estate investor conference, February 21st and 22nd. It's gonna be at the downtown Fremont Event Center. It's already booked. For those of you who like tax stuff, I don't know if you know Amanda Hahn and her husband Matt will be out. They wrote the Bigger Pockets book on tax savings. But if you scan this, I will do 2 things. Number 1, I will send you the presentation. Number 2, I'll send you a discount code for the conference. And number 3, I'm gonna give away 2 tickets to the conference when you scan this form. I'm gonna have to, I think, maybe announce it like right at the, if I can, whatever, I'll yell it out to you later after this thing is done. Before I hop off, do you all have any questions about that SB 684, SB 1123, the state laws?
I have a
We'll
question.
follow up later, yeah.
I have a question, but it's not related to that.
Okay.
I wanted to hear about your experience because Brenda and I and Jay, we went to Limitless conference, and then you met Brandon Turner. He knows all of the cool people like Robert Kiyosaki. So can you tell us a little bit more about your experience talking to them and hanging out with them?
Yeah, I actually, when I first got into real estate investing back in the financial crisis, I came across Bigger Pockets. Actually, Johnson Hong shared it with me. And they weren't doing in-person conferences, so I started my own. And Brandon Turner came out to the very first one and ended up going to the Maui Mastermind with him and Tarl. And that's how I'm still involved in those events today. And actually my ex-girlfriend, event planner, also runs their events. But it's been amazing connecting with people, and the reason I come to these networking events and the reason I have my conference is because of all the people that I've met over those years that impact my investing today and get these new ideas, stuff I didn't know about that 1031, or a portion of the property to be carved out. And all of these tools and all these people I meet have brought me so far to where I can consider even, to be able to close on this deal in Atherton, where I was, used to be out in East Oakland was the first property. Actually, Richmond was the first property I bought. In Richmond, California, my first fourplex. So to be able to come all that way, I couldn't have done it with all the people I've met along the way. So that's what I really love about it. It's cool getting some, being able to shake hands with Kiyosaki and ask him some questions. So
yeah.
That's cool too, to hear
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
I think we're going to move on, and then we're going to have questions for you later, if that's okay. Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Jay Martin. He's amazing. He's the master connector like myself and Brenda. So if you guys have any other question, you guys can stay to mingle after and get some drinks if you want. So next up, we want to welcome AREAA Reach speakers if they want to come on stage. We have 4 seats for you here. Okay, so it will be Jamie Tian, CEO of Kochi, and Michael Lam, CEO of Cato. Michael Martin is the CEO of Sidekick. So let's give it a round of applause to everybody. We have all our supporters here for you. Yeah.